and then God and Moses would talk face to face. Now, I don't know about you, but that's a good day. Can you imagine going into your prayer closet and a cloud comes in there with you? Hi. I'm God. You're my friend. Let's talk. It was amazing, and he had this experience all the time. Scripture says that when he would go into the tent and this cloud would come down and meet with him, that people would come out of their tents and stand and just see this interaction that God was having with Moses. And Scripture says that they literally talked face to face. Not only says it in Exodus chapter number 33 that we read, but also in Numbers chapter number 12, verses 6 through 8 says.
That's how Moses rolls. He ain't afraid of God. He can be like, God, we're going to do this shit face to face. Face to face. Well, cloud to face, because he said that you can't. Burning bush. So Moses just killed an Egyptian soldier who was beating the crap out of a Hebrew slave. And then he takes off, and then he stands up for this woman, Zipporah, and he marries her. So I guess that's probably why I stood up for her, right? So he gets some of that action. And then Jethro said, hey, you want to stick around and be a shepherd? And Moses was like, yeah, while Pharaoh is, yeah, I'll be a shepherd. So this is like Michael Corleone when he went to, Italy, right? Yeah, I'll be a shepherd. Yeah, I'll be a shepherd. So burning bush, based on Exodus 2:21-4:17, Gershom handles his sling very well. He'll make a good shepherd like his father. Moses stays weeks and then months. He marries Zipporah, and they have 2 sons. Look at that. Moses has a father, a mother. He's got a wife. He's got kids. Moses works as a shepherd for his father-in-law for 40 years. Year after year, the flocks of Jethro increase, but one year the grasses dry up and Moses leads his sheep to pastures near the mountain of Sinai. But even after all these years, Moses cannot forget the Hebrew people in Egypt. I wonder if Pharaoh is still alive, and what has become of my sister Miriam and my brother Aaron. Moses wonders, too, about the Hebrew slaves still struggling under the whips of Egyptian rulers. One day he looks up to see a strange sight on Mount Sinai, a bush on fire, yet it's not burning up. He steps closer and stops a bush. A voice from the fiery bush calls out, Moses, I'm here, Moses. Once again, Moses starts towards the bush. The voice warns him, don't you come near. Take off your shoes because you're standing on holy ground. Oz, this is Oz. Don't come near. Like if it's a fire, he would get burnt, right? So don't come here. He knows. He knows. Goodness. Goddamn. Jesus Christ. It's like, how can anybody believe this shit, So he takes off his sandals. I am the God of your father and the God of your ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Well, that's a nice formal introduction. Hello, I'm God, and I'm the same God of Abraham, Isaac, and he almost killed. He didn't kill him. He didn't kill him. And Jacob, right? Jacob. Moses hides his fear. Moses hides his face in fear at being addressed by the one true God. I have seen my people suffer in Egypt, and I've come down to save them. I want you to bring them out of that land. Then you will lead them to a new home, a land flowing with milk and honey. Now go! I am sending you to Pharaoh. Oh, shit. Who am I to speak to the Pharaoh of Egypt? Who am I to lead the Hebrews? I'm not a leader. I'm your leader, and I'm with you. Believe me that you and the Israelites will come to worship me on this very mountain. I am not a prophet, nor a priest. What if they ask me your name? I am who I am, and I will perform my wonders against the Egyptians. What if they don't believe me? Throw your staff on the ground, God tells Moses. Moses throws the staff on the ground. Boom! Moses' staff immediately turns into a venomous snake. The staff turns into a snake. Hey, what's up now, Moses? Now just turn that stick that you had in your hand into a fucking snake. Sit there and question me and my godliness. How dare you? I told you I'm the God. I'm burning a bush. I'm talking through a burning bush. Speaking English, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, you understand all this? God and calls Moses to come back. Hey, I didn't mean to scare you off that far. Come back here. Come back here. Then he tells Moses to pick up the snake, and he's like, okay. Trembling at the power of God, and Moses obeys. The Lord has given Moses the power to do this miracle. And two others, so he can make the people believe. Still, Moses is afraid. I am not a good speaker. I can't do this job, but God is tired of Moses' excuses. I made your mouth, didn't I? I can make you speak with it too, but very well, I'm sending your brother Aaron to meet you. I will help you both speak. Now go. Now go. Now get. Spokesman for God. Meanwhile, in the slave huts of Egypt, the Hebrews are crying out to God to help them. Exodus 4-7. While Aaron, the brother of Moses, is praying, God speaks to him. Go into the wilderness to meet Moses.
And the Lord said to them, listen to what I say. If there were prophets among you, I, the Lord, would reveal myself in visions. I would speak to them in dreams, but not with my servant Moses. Of all in my house, he is the one I trust. I speak to him face to face, clearly, and not in riddles. He sees the Lord as he is. So why were you not afraid to criticize my servant Moses? Also in Deuteronomy chapter number 34, verse number 10. There has never been another prophet like Moses whom the Lord knew face to face. Now when you see this word face to face, it is an anthropomorphic term, a nice 5-syllable $100 word. Anthropomorphic sounds really, really genius. But all it means for us is that there is a use of human characteristics that try to explain something that is so divine we would never understand it without this symbolism. So God is not really talking to Moses face to face. It's literally like mouth to mouth. When he speaks to him, he speaks plain. When he speaks to everybody else, it's all in these cryptic words. It's like Ezekiel, he did not talk to
mouth to ear. You don't speak mouth to mouth.
Like talking like Ezekiel, what did you see? I saw a wheel in the middle of a wheel, and then saw like some heads, and like one was a man and one was like an ox, I think. And it was like, thank you, Ezekiel. I think I'll read Psalms now. So when he talked to
fuck you, Ezekiel. Fuck you.
He talked to Moses, he talked to him face to face. He would just say stuff like, I'm going to kill him. And Moses was like, no, don't kill him. He was like, yep, going to kill him. Let's just start over. Moses was like, we can't start over. He talked to him face to face, okay? And so imagine having this type of relationship with God. This is the type of relationship that other people would envy. Moses has this on a daily basis. Every time he walks into his tent, the glory cloud comes in, and he literally gets to speak to God, face to face, mouth to mouth. But when we read further in the text, we find out Moses doesn't seem satisfied with his relationship. He turns to God in a conversation, and he says, hey, you've been telling me that we're going to go to the promised land, but you haven't told me who's going with us. God says, I'm going to go with you. Now, I just got to stop and tell you, if God ever told me he's going with me, there'd be nothing else to talk about. If I go into the tent and I say, hey, you didn't tell me who's going with me to the promised land, and God says, I'm going to go with you, I'd be like, thank you so much. You can float back up now. I'd be good to go for the rest of the week. But literally, when he says this to Moses, Moses goes, okay. Oh, great. You're going to go with us? Yeah. Okay, right. So, if you're really going with us, though, you got to understand, I need to know if you're really going with us because I know why we're making it. I know why we're blessed. And we're not blessed because I'm a great leader. We're not blessed because we're great warriors. The only thing that separates us from any other people in the world is that your presence is with us. It is not that I'm a great leader. It's not because I have a great education. It's not because I come from a good family. Your presence is with us. And can I just remind at least 100 people today that God